Obviously not the result you guys were looking for tonight. What do you think made the difference in Motor City winning the game?
I would just say, the effort, they were constantly competing, constantly, pressing up on us with defense and stuff like that. So I would just say it's the effort.
Your season so far with the Bucks and with the Herd, how do you feel like you've been able to play when you've been on the court, and just how has the whole experience gone of getting drafted, joining a team, practices, games, all of that?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a blessing. I feel like it's been, good, playing here and then going back there, just seeing what it's like in both areas, and then I'm trying to still figure out what it is to be an NBA player and stuff like that. But it's definitely a blessing, in this situation.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, your time in Australia just felt like not a lot of just opportunity to play. Yeah. So how nice is it to just have these reps and learn on the court, and how important do you think that is to your development as a young player?
I feel like that's super important that I'm, getting these reps right now. When I was in Australia, I wasn't playing that much, so it was a little harder for me. But now, having the G League and stuff like that to, get reps and just sharpen my tools, I feel like it's really good. So I just want to take full advantage of it.
Speaking of your tools, speed with the ball in your hands is very noticeable. It jumps off the screen and here in person. What goes into refining that, right? Being able to get to the rim and finish there more, or play make out of that more. Do you think, is it just the reps? Is it looking at the film? Or I guess what's the process been like for you to, as you mentioned, sharpen that tool?
Yeah, I would just say, just like you said, the film, constant reps. I feel like just the games in general, I feel like as the games go and the days go by, I get better every single day. So I'm just, excited for the process and just game after game just to keep getting better. So
yeah, it's kind of a unique situation, young player drafted to a team with these star players trying to contend, but then getting run down here and playing with them. But going through it with Tyler Smith, someone you've known for a while, how nice is it to kind of have that person you can relate to as you both go through this journey?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like that's a really good thing, having Tyler with me. I've known him since I was 9th grade, 8th grade, so having somebody to go through the same thing with me and somebody that I'm super close with, I feel like it makes it a lot easier. Two different positions, we can help each other, stuff like that, have a connection and stuff like that. So I feel like it's really good having Tyler with me.
Absolutely. And then wanted to ask about the three-point shot. I think look good shooting it. The step back looks good. I'm sure the percentage probably not exactly where you'd like it.
Yeah.
What goes into staying confident, continuing to take those shots, and then eventually make some more of those attempts?
Yeah, I feel like definitely the reps and just continue to just keep shooting. I see myself being able to score at all 3 levels, being able to pretty much do everything. That's what I want to, the type of player that I want to be. So having the G League guys reps so I can work on my game is something I definitely want to continue to keep shooting, but definitely the work off the court, putting in the reps are just as important as shooting the shots in the game.
Absolutely. And then wanted to ask, the Bucks, you have Giannis, you have Dame, all these guys. Also some young players, though, that have played really big roles. Andre Jackson Jr. starting, Ryan Rollins, when he was healthy, broke out. AJ Green is a big piece. How encouraging is it to you to see some of these other young players who a year or 2 years ago were in your position now playing real roles on this team and kind of breaking out?
Yeah, I said it's super encouraging, seeing that, they're getting their chance and stuff like that. So it makes me even want to work harder, work on the details, the little things even more, and become a better player. So when I do get my opportunity, I'm just ready as they are.
So then last thing, going to the NBA Cup here down in Vegas, how excited are you to be part of this and, have a chance to get the extra, financial incentive if the team wins?
No, I'm really excited. I feel like we definitely got this one in the bag. I feel like everybody's locked in. I haven't been to a Cup game before, so, first time it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Thanks, AJ. Tyler, obviously not the result you guys were looking for tonight. What do you think made the difference for Motor City being able to win that one?
I'd say just us being locked in more the whole time, running our sets right, defensive rotations, but we barely play with each other as a team right now, but we're still getting together, so it'll be good.
You're in this situation, on a contending team in the Bucks with these great players, but kind of getting a lot of burn in the G League, going through it with another rookie in AJ Johnson. What's that journey been like for you so far, and is it helpful to have someone else in a similar situation who you can kind of relate to as you do this?
It's kind of easy having AJ because I knew him since 9th grade. We've been friends, and we live in the same place. So just him with me making it easier every day. So.
Exactly. Your game so far, whether it's at the NBA or at the G League level, how would you rate, or how do you feel about what you've been able to show out there when you're on the court?
I'm just trying to do the right things, Anybody can go out there, go for 30 like I was doing last year in the G League. But trying to run the system right just to show I can play throughout the system that our main team uses. And instead of just trying to go out there and get 30, anybody can do that. That's why people are in G. But just running the system right and playing the right way. So I feel like that's what's the same.
Absolutely. And then You mentioned you're playing in the G last year as well with the Ignite. How different is it now, being assigned from an NBA club and having some time with the NBA club versus that Ignite experience for you?
Last year, I feel like it was just me trying to show I can play in the NBA, so trying to get more buckets, trying to do everything. Right. This year, I'm just trying to show I can play within the system and show I know what I'm doing on the court. So when I get out there with vets and stuff, I won't mess up.
Absolutely. And then, defensively, you talked about kind of that process. Do you view yourself as more of a 4, more as a 5, able to do both, or is that even kind of on your mind at all?
I mean, it's on my mind, but it's not. Positionless basketball now. Anybody can take it up, anybody. So it really don't matter. 3, 4. I would say less 5, but yeah.
Okay. And then, your 3-point shot, you have a great looking shot. I'm sure the percentage isn't exactly where you want it. What goes into kind of that, just like having confidence, continuing to let it go? Because, especially when you're running pick and pop with, AJ, or just when you're open, you don't seem to hesitate despite that percentage, again, not probably being where you look for.
Yeah, I can't hesitate. My whole life, last 4 years, people know me as a shooter. Everybody goes through slumps. It's just a mechanical thing right now with me, like probably my feet, me jumping backwards and stuff. So I know what it is. I just got to keep shooting the ball with confidence.
Absolutely. And then do you have any goals for yourself just for this season, what you're looking to accomplish in a concrete sense?
Really just get fundamentally better throughout my whole game, expand my game within the G League, and just get the system down packed. That's really it.
I wanted to ask about one specific play. So I think it was the last time you got run with the Bucks. Had the block in front of the Bucks bench, and late in the game probably about over. Doc Rivers challenges, gets it, you get the block. What does it mean to kind of have the coach locked into your minutes up there, even late in the game like that, and vouch for you with the challenge, and then you get rewarded with that block versus the shooting foul?
It just shows that. It just shows that he trusts us. I asked him told him challenge it because I knew I blocked the shot. And he challenged it, so it shows he trusted me a little bit. So yeah.
Absolutely. And then last one, some young guys on this team, despite having Giannis, having Dame, everyone else, Ryan Rollins, Andre Jackson Jr., and AJ Green having some success. How, inspiring or motivating is that for you to see some of the other young players really breaking in and making an impact despite all the vets on the team?
It's inspiring to me just because of what I've seen. Like, those guys, I feel like they weren't expecting to play this year. Their name was called, it was ready, so just really stay ready. And they all been through the system, the G League system, the herd, and our training staff is really good at developing. So, it's inspiring.
Last one, NBA Cup coming up, the other quarterfinal games happening right now. How excited are you to be a part of this as the Bucks head out to Vegas? And then also, the financial incentive there for everyone on the team if you guys win.
It's pretty cool. Last year I was in the stands watching in Vegas when I was with Ignite. This year I'm going to be actually on the court. So it's a pretty good experience.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tyler.
Thank you.